Persistency, consistency, and the faith behind it. Persistency is your will to not give up. Persistency is stubbornness. Persistency is knocking on that door, and if they don't open it, it's breaking through that door. That's what persistency is. You stay persistent and you don't give up. I love that about you. Consistency, that's called repetition. That's putting in your reps. That's showing up day in, day out. People say showing up is half the battle. I don't think so. Consistency is not just in showing up, it's showing up and showing out. Showing up and giving it your all. Showing up and when you don't feel like it, still doing what you can. That's consistency. Faith. Faith is the magic word. Faith is the gas inside of this engine. Faith is what powers everything. Because your faith is your belief. And your belief that it can happen is what makes it happen. Because your belief is what God rewards. God said believe. Isn't that funny? That's the quote. God said believe. The gracious God of ours wants you to believe not only in Him, but in yourself. God wants you to believe in your skills, in your abilities, in your tasks that you have accomplished in the past. He wants you to use that as proof to believe that anything is possible. Because it is. You can do anything. You can be anything. And when you realize that, when you have that real belief inside of you that, hey, look, I can do anything. I don't care how outlandish it is. I don't care how left field it is from what I am or what I think I am, but I can do it. Because faith is so powerful, man. Faith in yourself, belief in yourself is so powerful. But what's even more powerful is when you pair the faith up with consistency and persistency. If that's a word, I'm going to use it as a word. Being persistent. Because when you're faithful, or when you have a belief, a strong belief, an unwavering belief, your persistency is not going to stop. Because you know it's going to happen. You just have a feeling. You understand that God works off of faith. And your persistency is not going to stop. You're never going to budge. You're going to get rich or die trying. You're going to get the gold medal or pull a hamstring trying to do it and keep running with the pulled hamstring, and you're just going to keep going. But consistency is the will to show up even when it's tough. Consistency behind those two is just, that's what realistically makes it possible. See, faith and belief in yourself and belief in all that, that is the spiritual aspect. Persistency is the mental aspect, because the persistency is just, I'm stubborn, man. I'm not gonna give it up. I can't let up. I ain't got a choice. But consistency is the realistic part that you gotta show up. That's a real world application. Like, consistency is you keep coming. When you take a loss, you keep coming. When you fall down, you keep coming. When you get hit real hard, you get up and you say, hey, look, I survived that. I could take 10 more. Because if I take 10 more, best believe, I'm gonna throw about 500. You hit me 10 times, I'm throwing about 500 punches right back at you. And it's not about whether you get the knockout or he gets the knockout. It matters that you left it all in the ring. Consistency is the willingness to show up and actually show up every day, every single opportunity, every chance, regardless of doubts, fears, and anxieties. Be persistent in your consistency by way of faith. Be persistent in your consistency by way of faith. You cannot be consistent if you're not persistent. Well, you can, but it's not going to be effective. And it's hard to be persistent when you don't believe. Now, I'm talking about belief in yourself, but believe in God and you're going to be set. Belief not only in that God is real, but belief in that God is going to make it happen for you. Or He's going to meet you halfway. It's a partnership right there. And And when that partnership comes to life, when you put in your work, God's going to meet you. Because that is the faith in the works. He's going to sprinkle his grace on it. And oh, Lord, I would love to just wake up with a sprinkle of grace every day. It don't take a lot to do a lot when it comes to God. Be consistent. Show up, put in the work repetitively, and get better as you do it. Don't just go through the motions. Be persistent in getting better and consistent in showing up, consistent in delivering. Don't stop. When you set your mind to something, keep going. Don't give up. Don't get lazy. You're real close to the finish line. I'm telling you, you're right there. You right there. And if God tells you to take a break, take a break. But if God don't tell you to take a break and you just feel like you're being lazy and you want an excuse, then that's not okay. Because we got work to do. Sometimes you need a break. And God's going to tell you when you need it. But don't get lazy. Be consistent, persistent by way of faith.